match. You came out of it with a draw, playing a player down for a half. What are your thoughts on how that progressed given the circumstances of the match?
Yeah, I mean, I'm really proud of the group. I think that's like the first time we've ever been down a player since I've been here, and so really proud of our resilience. Just to be defensively tight. Obviously, it was challenging. They were getting lots of shots off, but I thought we just did the job we were supposed to do, and we actually created some chances where we probably could have won the game. So yeah, obviously we would have loved 3 points, but we'll take the 1 point and build off of this because I think it showed how resilient we were.
For this is Jada, Seattle Times. For their goal, for the Courage goal, it just seemed like there was a little bit of a breakdown or uncharacteristic kind of moves that led to their goal. I know neither one of y'all were on that, but can you kind of maybe describe what happened, I guess, in that moment to allow that goal?
I think it's a long ball over top, right? I think Caroline is a special player. That's something you don't want to give is space. So I think kind of going off what Beth said, great to come back, have a nice half, obviously a man down, and kind of fix those things in the second half.
Hi, Erica Ayala with CBS Sports. Bethany, I want to ask you about the first goal. And, you know, I believe it was off of one of the corners, right, from Pino. What did you see there, how that come together?
Yeah, we've been really working on set pieces. Like, I felt like this game we were much more prepared on what the game plan was. And, I mean, Pino delivered a perfect ball. I just had to lose my defender, and that was with the help of some other players helping me get loose. So just kind of peeled off the back post and found myself open. And that's, I feel like, one of the areas where I need to step up for the team, and that's what I do. So I was just happy to put the ball in the back of the net.
And then if Emily and Bethany, you could both respond to this, but it's a big week for OL Reign for the league, and that's kind of also punctuated with a celebration for Megan Rapinoe. How is the team kind of dealing with all of that, and you know, how do you kind of approach everything that's happening in the league and the standings, but also wanting to send off someone who's been pretty important to this franchise?
I'll just speak a little bit. I mean, yeah, P's kind of been the backbone of this team for, 10, 11 years now. And so I think our mentality doesn't necessarily change, but now we have kind of another purpose of why we're doing this, because this person has given so much to the club, and they've never won it all. And so I think that's always in the back of our minds, of just unfinished business. And it just kind of gives us another reason to go out there and to fight because of how much fight she's put in over the many years that she's played in this league and specifically for this club.
Yeah, I think it just adds an extra motivation. I think Pina would say we want points. It's not really about her, but it is a really special week for her. So that we're hoping next week of work into the final match here at home for her that we can send her off right.
Nico Artine with the Area Sports Network, House of Sounders. How would you say, as teammates of Dickie, how has she been filling in for Fallon since her departure to Manchester United?
I think Claudia has shown well all year. I think it's great that she's getting an opportunity. I think one of her main qualities is we can use her with her feet. Also great on crosses, also great communication. I think it's great to see a fairly young player get a chance on this team and do pretty well.
Yeah, I mean, like, we could have easily lost this game if it wasn't for some of her saves. And so she steps up in the big moments that we need her. And it's really nice to be able to use her in our build and play through her. So yeah, I think she's doing great, and she's definitely earned it.
I'm over here, sorry, in the back. Felt like a slightly atypical game plan and setup for the team this game. A lot of defending, less possession, really trying to clog up the middle. How do you feel you executed the game plan that Laura wanted you to do for this game, and how it worked out for you guys?
I think we have a game plan. I think for the most part, minus the goal and red card, as a group together, we accomplished it. Now we have to make adjustments with the man down situation. I do think North Carolina is a very good team. They have a lot of threats. So one game plan might not, they're going to pose different threats. You can kind of look at it from on film, but what are they gonna give us? And I thought the team with the man down situation, really came together and figured it out, second half. 'Cause it's really not easy to have, I think who knows how many times they strung the ball around, but I think the discipline for us to come out in the second half was really big to get a point.
Given that you had the half to adjust, you didn't make any actual lineup changes at the half. It was really Emily, you moving from the 6 back down into partnering with Blue in the back. What was the challenge for you, and was having halftime to actually talk about it and not have to do it on the fly beneficial?
For me?
Yeah.
I think as Laura probably looked at it, kind of like how maybe not the right time to make a sub. We kind of have to see how the game's kind of going. How are they going to adjust? And then I think it gives time to see who can come on, who can change. So I think we have amazing game changers on the bench to see what Carolina is going to then pose for us. Essentially the same as playing a 6, just a little bit deeper and just no back pressure. But I think biggest message was how can I help communicate, because I'm the furthest one back, to help the new game plan, to keep us central, to make sure that we're not giving as many attacks down the middle. But yeah, I think halftime obviously helps with adjustment and not like, I think we only have 2 minutes, 1 minute?
Yeah, it was really quick.
It was really quick, but the halftime obviously helped, and then had people off the bench and came on and tried to be really good game changers.
Great, thanks everyone.